Assalamu alaikum. I'm live for the students who asked me for the personal branding lecture. Initially, I did it in Urdu for the audience of Pakistani students. Now, I'm doing a quick version for those who are non-Urdu speakers. So, I will talk about self-exploration quickly. I'll talk about the niche selection after your self-exploration is done. Then I'll talk how you can stand out of the crowd because many will be doing the same thing. Then I will tell you how to increase your network and communication for getting success. And then I'll tell you, if a lead comes to you, how can you close the sales, how you convert the into opportunity and then close the sales. I have about 9 slides in total, so I quickly skim through them and you can listen to it live or later on. So first of all, self-exploration. In the self-exploration, you have to write an essay on yourself like you used to do in your childhood. But this will be bigger one and it is not a one-time process. So you'll keep on writing essay on yourself. So you'll talk about your strengths, what are you good at, everything you can write, and try to be descriptive, not write in a single word. Try to write as much as possible and don't take your rough copy and your rough notes or use your computer to do that. Do take a complete neat notebook or diary and do write with your good handwriting skills. Don't write it in a casual way. Write it carefully and slowly. Similarly, you can write your weaknesses. These weaknesses are for your own self. You don't share your weaknesses with others, but you write them there so that you can work on them and improve them. Because if you tell your weakness to anyone in this world, even he or she is your best friend, the moment will come after some years or months when he will be not your friend or he will not be with you. He will share your weakness with someone else. Then comes the skills. You can write your skills, small or bigger, whatever you have learned. You have taken any course, any certification, or you have learned a software. You can do something, you can make something. Even if you can make a good dish, write it as your skills. Then also write your sports. If you do some sports, these need to be there. And if you don't do any sports but you like a sport, write it, and in the future it will compel you to do that sports as well. And also write your hobbies, because hobbies are the soft things or the things which you like, so it will help you that. And also write your natural traits. So if you have naturally very tall, or you are very beautiful, or you have good looks, whatever the nature has given you, something good or bad, write it. Also the dreams. If you have some dreams you want to do and achieve them in future, write it. So this is your self-exploration. Write it, and not write it once, keep on writing it forever, for longer period of time, and then it will help you tell you what are your strengths, which are the areas you want to go in, and secondly, which are your weaknesses and areas where you need to work on. When you are done with your self-exploration, you also need to look around and see what are the trends, what are the technology, what is the talk of the time. For example, Web3 is very famous if you're an IT guy. Even if you're not an IT guy, Web3 is being talked everywhere, so you should be aware of it. And if from your self-exploration and your skills, you have some coherence with it, you should try to learn it and adopt it. Like AI is very famous at the moment. Sustainable development goals, these are the future. Everyone is working on it, talking about it. So if you have some skills or something related to it, it would help you. You should know about it. Climate change is very important. Everyone is talking about it. Like if I talk about my field, additive manufacturing is famous. Aerospace is famous related to my field. So read and learn about your field, what trends and technology is doing in your field or your interests. When you are done with these two things, now you have to build network based on these things. Based on your self-exploration, based on your trends, you have to build your network. And if you are watching a dream in some specific fields, or it can be more than one fields, you have to select your mentors. The mentors can be more than one. These are gurus, or these are the people you like, and they may help you about the current trends. And then you have to make your friends carefully. The ambience you create around yourself, these are the people who drive you to do your futuristic things. So these would be good friends which will be help you selecting your niche, and which will always give you energy to do forward what you are looking to do after 5 to 10 years. and use the power of social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever is there, because that is going to help you make a good network. And tomorrow, if you are going to talk about some skill, these people will give you the leads, and these people will give you the opportunities to make money. Based on your self-exploration, your network, your PR, and trends and technology, you have to select a niche, a focused field where you are going to work. And this niche is coming from your self-exploration, your trends which are around, and your network. This will help you define which is your area on which you are going to make your personal brand. And then if the area is selected, now it is the time to acquire the skills, or if you have some skills, polish them. So Coursera or EDX or professional degrees or hands-on trainings or YouTubing or whatever field you have to learn, opportunity you have to learn from that and acquire those skills. So skillful is the first stage. Then comes the proficiency. When you apply the skills and you keep on applying them more than once, you get skilled on it, you get experience in it. When you are experienced in a single skill, you are known as proficient. So companies always look for proficient people, those who have experience of 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years in a specific skill. Even if you are a new fresh graduate, they try to ask you if you have worked on this project or that field. So they try to see if you done some problem solving or some applied type of experience in that. So they are always looking for proficiency. Then comes the competency. Competency is something which is after proficiency. A competent person is who is doing today, who is delivering today, and is also delivering tomorrow. So maybe a person is proficient but he is not competent. Like if a person can make 2 chairs a day and he is very skillful in it, he is proficient. But if someone comes and he say, okay, give me 5 chairs a day, he will try to make 5 chairs, and all the quality of 5 chairs will be either damaged, will be erroneous, or he will not be able to give 5 chairs a day. So that in that sense he is not competent. So companies look for the competent people, but they cannot ensure the competency. With passage of time, you build competency, or you are favorable for your company, or favorable for your customer, or favorable for whatever the brand you are selling, it is competent. So proficiency is you build with time. Competency is sometimes you can give it, sometimes you don't, but people love competency. How competency can be achieved? By becoming reliable, by becoming favorable for the person who is seeking for your proficient skills. So here comes another trend which is known as jack of all trades, master of one. The old proverb is now gone. The new one is jack of all trades, master of one. That is based on the T personality. What is T personality? If your skill, if the orange graph is showing your depth of expertise in something, so you will learn many skills. Like for example, if I take my example, I'm owning a drones company which makes drones. So I get some knowledge of mechanical design, some depth. Then I got some depth of composite materials. Then I got some depth of controllers and motors. And then I got some depth of computer vision and blockchain. So these are different fields which I need the skill of these up to some level. And then all these skills are helping to go towards the main skill, which is specialized drones. So I can make drones with the help of these 4, 5, 6 small skills. This is known as T personality, because you can see it has made the shape of a T. So similarly, you have worked on your own personal brand. You have to acquire some skills which are focusing towards your focused main skills, and these will help you making excelling or getting expertise in that main skill. Then you have to stand out of the crowd, because you have built your T personality, you have the skills, you have the PR, you have the networking. Now if a job is coming or a customer is coming, you have to go from out of your competitors and show the customer that you are the one he needs. So your appearance should be powerful. For example, if it is the physical interaction, your dressing, everything should be very good. So maybe you are poor, but you should not look poor. You should always look rich, because people try to talk to rich and try to reach out to rich people. And also, maybe you think that you're not beautiful, but nature has made you beautiful. So you have to craft it, polish yourself so that you look beautiful. So you should know what is the best color for shirt for you. For example, if white color is very good for offices and for winning proposals. And similarly, if you're a girl, so very flowery and colorful dresses made of different prints are not good. So try to use plain and light color clothes. Similarly, change the roles. If somebody is looking for something, go in his or her feet and think what he will or she will prefer. So try to be that the other one will prefer. So change the roles. Think yourself in his feet. And empathy. Also, not only think on the specific job he or she is looking for, also think about his other needs. So maybe someone is looking for shoes, but you can also give him good socks as well. And maybe you can tell that, okay, I can give you the shoes, but at that moment that is not good for you, because maybe the season is right for those shoes. So this will make him think that you are thinking at his own place. So that will create empathy, and that will create long-term relationships, and that would also build your competency. And network and PR, of course, I told you that if you have the network of the right people, the customer market, so you have the PR and the customer market fit, though it will help you gather the right customer for you. And if you have a big network, people will reach you and tell you, okay, I need your services because somebody told me, or I read somewhere that you give these services. So this is how you build your brand. But for doing all these things, you have to do something extra. For example, if a person is working day and night for getting a skill, but he is not available for late hours, and if his customer reaches out and he says, no, I'm not available, I don't work at this time, so he'll lose the customer. So sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone and do something extra. And above all is the trustworthiness. Based on this, I've also created my hit list, which I call it honesty, integrity, and trustworthiness. So you have to be on the hit list of your customers. So takeaways from this conversation is that only rich people cannot be considered as personal brand. If you are poor, you don't have a big amount of money at the moment, or you're struggling in your career, you can also become personal brand. Even if in a small company there's a person who makes very good tea, he's the personal brand of tea making at that small company. So you have to find your self-exploration, your X factor, work on that, build skills, expertise, and you will start becoming the personal brand, and you will make money one day as well. The effect of dollar rate, political situation, inflation, all the bad things which are around you and which are not in your personal individual control, don't think about them, don't worry about them. Keep on working whatever you're working. Yes, you will learn from them, you will try to improvise your direction with these things, these situations, but don't let them stop you. So you will keep on working on your good things. And when is the time to start personal branding? Don't wait for your degree to complete, your diploma to complete, or your some project to complete. Personal branding starts now. So you can start working on yourself without delay. Every minute is important for you, and don't wait for some other milestones to be achieved and then you will start thinking on your start personal branding. No, start doing it now. And how to sell your brand? If you have created some skills and proficiency, you must know that what is the hardest job in this world. The hardest job is to get money out of someone else's pocket. So prepare for that hardest job, and you should not wait for the completion of your some milestone or some product. You should start shouting about the skills you are acquiring now. So for example, if you have started learning blockchain today, start telling people that you are learning it. Don't wait for some successful project completion, and then you will tell people that, okay, see, I have done this successful project. No, start telling them now, and people will start knowing that you are working in that field, and they will try to reach you at some level. Lead, prospect, and opportunity, these are very three important things of sales funnel. So lead is someone who is interested in your thing, and prospect he becomes when he start talking to you about your skill. So if, for example, if you're a graphic designer and someone talks to you that he is looking for a graphic designer and he wants a design, and he starts talking to you, he becomes your prospect. And then you engage him in your product. You say, I have done this, I can do this, I can work with this software, I have this type of knowledge. So you are talking with prospect to convert him into opportunity, and if he gives you the job, that is the opportunity for you. And when you complete the job and take the money from him, you have closed the sales. So you always try to take the order from the customer. So you will try to convert your lead to opportunity by engaging himself into your talks. And you should have all the decorations, your personal exploration, your personal branding, your personal media, your expertise, your proficiency, your commitment, all things you will play with him, and you will try to convert that lead into opportunity. So the last thing is that when you are starting selling your skills and you are power and energetic at the moment, the time cannot remain the same. Maybe your skill will deplete with time. So try the money you make from your skills, reinvest it in making asset building, and taking smaller skills to those people who are around you. So you will start becoming job creator. Don't try to do everything by your own self. If you are gained your skill level, try to give smaller skills to the people around you in smaller amount of money. So your per hour amount is increasing the way you are increasing your skill. And you can forward your small tasks to smaller people who are in per hour less rate per hour. So in this way you will get more time for your own heavy or expensive skills. And with passage of time and deep team building, you will learn that what are the fields where I can invest and they can make money for me even if I'm sleeping. So that is known as asset building. So if you get ill or you want to go for vacation and you don't want to work anymore, those assets will start making money for you. So this is how you convert yourself from your personal hands-on working to giving your jobs to people around you, to your team, to your subordinates, and then making assets which are making money for you even you are sleeping. So that's all, and you can write your question and answers in the comment box, and thank you very much for your listening.